Hey, good morning. Good morning, good evening, or good night. I ran a bit late today, but we're here again for our weekly live stream. Sunday evening or night or my Monday morning, which is why I brought some more coffee. This time I did not forget about my mic, so if I did it right, the audio has gone up a few levels in comparison to the last two videos. I'm preparing the paint, so let me share that with you. It's a bit dark because of the backlight. Maybe we can dim it down a little. Should be a little bit easier on your eyes. So I prepared this setup yesterday and the paint as well. I'm just making sure it's all nice and wet again. Add a little bit more here. So today we're gonna paint. There we go. So today we're gonna paint. There are still some details on the Ironman that are in need of a little more detail. I'm just hovering over here to see if I can show you on this camera. I think I can. Yeah. Alright. So it mainly is all about the hand over here, which almost fits mine. That's nice. So I've painted a lot of details in here already, but yeah, these pieces are new, so they still have to have the detailing as the rest has as well. In order to do that, we're working with my favorite brush, and we'll be just applying some lines. This is the one. It's a sable squirrel hair brush. So it's all natural fiber. So those are a bit expensive, so if you own them, please take good care of them. And I'm not sure if this is showing, but we will be applying some lines like this. Yeah, let me switch the camera. So this is also a nice check to see if the paint is, yeah, this is perfect. Nice and smooth. Great. So this also shows you the quality of this brush. Because it's wider here, it can store more paint in it. So you can load it really well, which means you can just continue adding enamels until you run out and look how much you can do with only loading this once. This is kind of pretty. There's a pattern starting here. Alright, so just like that. Let me get rid of it. And then I'll take one more sip of coffee and then we can continue with creating the hand. I also need scissors. Scissors, where are you? There we go. So, I hope you're excited to see some more detailing done in paint. We're really close to finishing it now. So after this video there might be one about the soldering, and then we're complete with this build, and then we're going to continue with another superhero. I mean, take a wager, leave a comment below and guess which hero we're gonna make next. who knows, maybe you got it right. I'm already preparing it quite a bit, so maybe you spied something left or right, or in a previous video there were some hints. Um, um, but first we're gonna cut out this part so we have something that really fits the light box, and that will make the painting go all the easier. So, scissors. I'm so excited to see this one finished. I almost did not paint, didn't want to paint anything on the hands, but then I figured that's a bit of a shame. In comparison of everything, all the parts we've already made and all the detailing we've added already. So we're gonna follow this through, and I think later on today, when the kiln has cooled down a bit, I'm sure we will be able to finish it then. So as you can see here, the Ironman is quite dusty still, so we're gonna give him a good clean. Oh, pay attention, already some parts are foiled. That's a bit silly of me, oh well. And here we go. Let's see, did we paint this one already? Yeah, we did. So, palm of his hand. We're gonna combine a few pieces here. So we know that they are, that the lines will follow through. So, like the fingers, I like to paint them all at once, because I really need to see how the lines follow through between the parts. So here we have the thumb, and I think it's in Dutch it's called I think the mouse of the hand. I'm not sure translated then, but I'm not sure how it translates to in English. All right, switching our views. So we've seen the Ironman now, that's perfect. Now we can use this setup to give a nice close-up on painting the details. So here we go. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee and I'm good to go. Yes, alright. Well, I see I've got enough space on the camera here to add the paint to the light box as well, which is really convenient because you can see it better. And the fun thing about these lines would be that they match up and get a very clear suggestion, yeah, that it's just one line. And here we have parts of the thumb. Quite important too. Alright. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. I'm losing all the dots. If this was the only piece I was making in the series, then I might have done a bit more crazier things and include those. But as we are making 12, I really need to take care of actually managing my time to be able to indeed create all 12 heroes. So I had to scale it down just a little bit. Alright. Okay, so this is bothering me. Over here the paint didn't. Yeah, stick. Now it does. Alright. From this part of the hand, this is just, I don't know, I think it's some adhesive still from the sticker. The Oceanside manufacturer sticker. Alright, now this one has already been painted. That's quite nice. This one has been painted on too. I think. Yeah, this was supposed to go like this. Alright. Well then, we have a part that's between the hand. It's not actually a part of the hand. So this we're gonna clean. Alright, this will be interesting because over here we want a very sharp line to really make sure this is part of something else. And then I suggest we should just give it a side line. Maybe brush it out. I think I might have applied a little bit too much on here. Ah, there we go. Yep. Quite spontaneous. We're actually doing a glas here. A subtle one. Just to be able to make sure that this piece does not read as part of the hand, but as something else entirely. Alright, great. So here we go. So I tend to not use this technique in the Ironman. I'm trying like a new approach or a new visual style. Well, I think that's a bit too much being said, but I'm trying different things for every different build. That's for sure. Okay. So we're going to the index finger. As you can see, everything is mirrored. So I'm painting on the back side of the glass, and the reason why there are two. One is I like the lines to blend with the color of the glass I used it on. So if you can imagine, if you see it up front, then the blending does not happen really that well. But if you look through the glass to see the painted animals, then the glass would have to, you have to look through the glass first. So there's definitely some blending going on there. Alright. The second reason is that I like to, when you look at a piece, I like it when the structure on the side you look on is more of the same, so it's all nice and smooth glass. There are no very, there's not much going on the surface. I need to rephrase that so it's understandable. So when you paint these lines, these animals on glass, you're adding detailing which kind of sits on top of the glass. Meaning that if you would put this in the kiln, take it out and look at this side of the paint, then you would definitely notice that on the painted parts there's a subtle change in the structure of the glass, because there are these lines sitting there on top, or the case I am making the glass less smooth, less shiny. And if it's not applied to all parts, then there will be some differences that you can notice, which I rather not notice at all. So this is why I like to paint on the rear side of the glass surface. So that's the part you don't look at when you appreciate the piece, so you don't see the difference on texture that much. Painting little details in here. Just a little. Okay. We're all doing comic heroes, so I figured we should definitely give it a sense of being drawn. So let's continue with the middle finger. It's actually quite appropriate of painting the hand and talking about fingers. Because I don't have that much time on my hand to really play some video games, but if I am playing a video game right now, it's Elden Ring, and it's great. It's super difficult. It's a lot of fun. A lot of surprises, and I'm actually doing quite alright. It took me a very long time to get acquainted with the game and to really accept the fact that you're tarnished and you're about to die. But it's great. So here we are painting and talking about fingers, so that's quite funny actually, because it's something so very much different from Elden Ring. That being said, once this series is complete, I am really looking forward to do something inspired by Elden Ring. If you have a suggestion about doing something stained glass Elden Ring, then leave me comments. I'm already thinking of a project, but let's see if you can guess it. I was thinking to do something with one of the crazy cool weapons you can find. I think it would be wonderful to be able to in some way manufacture some of the great weaponry or armors that's out there. Make it a bit large so there is space to paint on and to really apply all the details that's in there. Oof, that's gonna be a complicated thing to do, but it will be very nice. But for now, we're enjoying the creation of my second ever Ironman. I don't know if you follow me on the other social platforms. If you do, you might have seen it already. I think I made an Ironman a few years back, like 4 years maybe. Yeah, I think it's 4 years now. And it was one of my it was the first piece I made with a backlit panel in a raw iron frame. Very unlike this one. It was only part of the face and then the shoulder, so it was diamond shaped, so you had the face in it. Yeah. And with this one, we actually have more fun adding the details of his, well, kind of a lobster suit, right? So all those scales and parts, and it's amazing. I'm a very big fan of Ironman. So I hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings by saying I thought it was a lobster suit, but yeah, it's a bit like that. Maybe that's also because I had to create all those little parts. So that's alright. Little finger. Other reference. Game of Thrones. It's so funny. Hands are so funny. There's so many things happening here. Alright. So let me just apply some paint to the little finger here, and then I think we should have completed our hand, and we can assess whether or not we want to add some more detailing, and we can leave the paper and just start looking at the hand itself to see where we want to apply changes. Just checking if there are, yeah, there should be some more lines here. Okay. All right, there we go. Ironman's hand. And his little 2 fingers. But yeah, it's one of my favorite heroes from Marvel. Gotta say, maybe one of the heroes I like best are the Guardians of the Galaxy. I never had access to those comics as a kid. And suddenly there was this movie, and I thought it was so funny and cool at the same time. Had a great time watching those. And I think mainly because of how they used the soundtrack. I really think they did something really iconic there. Alright, I think we have our hand. I'm just checking to see if there are not some other details that are missing some paint. For instance, there is this part that goes around the thumb. This is part of the shoulder, which you clearly, well, don't really see, like this part. It doesn't have anything on it, but it might be nice to include it in the set by giving it a line like this, like it suggests that there's this, I don't know, shimmer of light going on. Same goes for a separate chest piece, just one from the collarbone. I think it's nice to have it, to give it another line as well. Yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry. It should be in this view. There we go. So I think this is what we wanted to paint. For now, I want to thank you for watching. It's a bit late today. I was a bit late. It's also a bit short, but I've got enough painted now to put in the kiln, so we can finish the Ironman. And I will be the rest of my day. I will be copper foiling all the pieces together and solder them. So for now, let me say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I will be uploading one more video concerning the Ironman, and then we can continue with the next build. Like I mentioned in earlier videos, you can of course check in on after this one. I'll be picking up the pace, so you can expect more videos of me this week. And I've already been preparing the fourth hero, so you can still take a guess in the comment below which hero will be next. And then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, good evening, or good night. Bye bye.